my busy bees in Dolce land. Tonight I'm going to read to you The Featherless Chicken. In a beautiful patch of flowers, an egg lay waiting. One day, the egg jiggled and cracked and wiggled and snapped until a thin little chicken burst out of the shell without a single feather on its body. He was a featherless chicken. Have you guys ever heard of a featherless chicken? Me either. There he is. When the wind blew, the featherless chicken would catch a cold. His sensitive nose was also allergic to pollen. He sneezed and he sneezed. One day, the lonely little chicken saw 4 other chickens walking out of the forest. They were the most beautiful chickens he'd ever seen. They had feathers, splendid feathers. They strutted along with their heads up high. The featherless chicken was curious. "Where are you going?" Without even turning their heads, the 4 replied, "Boating." "Oh, could I come too?" How the 4 beautiful chickens looked him over from naked top to naked toe. "Oh no, we don't want to play with chickens without feathers." Then they tipped their heads back high and stepped into the boat like this. "We're not going to play with you." The featherless chicken was sad. His eyes filled with tears. He tripped on a stone and fell into a puddle. His body was covered with sticky mud in an old soup can that sat on his head. The strong wind began to blow, and like an artist, the wind decorated the chicken's muddy body with leaves and papers and other random things. For the first time in his life, the chicken didn't feel cold. The leaves fluttered like feathers. He looked out at himself. He was beautiful. The 4 chickens in the boat noticed the featherless chicken's new look. "Oh," they squawked. "I've never seen such a gorgeous chicken. And that hat is simply the tops." They rowed back to shore to invite the featherless chicken to join their outing. In the boat, the 5 chickens had a lively debate over who was the most beautiful. They called attention to themselves. They all began flapping their wings. It was too much for the featherless chicken's sensitive nose, so he let loose an explosive sneeze. Achoo! The boat rocked wildly. All 5 chickens squished and squawked and ran around in terror, and the boat started to tip. With a whoosh and a whack, the boat flipped, and the chicken splashed into the lake. As the water of the lake finally grew still, things started to appear. One of them was the featherless chicken. Spluttering out of breath, the leaves that had covered his body were completely washed away. "Oh no," he cried. Then the other chickens popped up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 featherless chickens. Everyone stared in horror of each other's bare bodies. They shook their heads in disbelief. The sneeze and the water knocked all of their feathers off. He couldn't help it. The featherless chicken started to laugh. And one by one, all the chickens joined him, chortling and cackling until they gasped out for breath. On shore, the 5 chickens shook their water off their slick backs. "Hey," cried the featherless chicken, "that was fun. Let's go again tomorrow." The other chickens paused and thought for a moment, then replied, "That's a great idea." And with that, the 5 featherless chickens strutted off to the forest together. The end. So the chicken that didn't have any friends got on the boat, and he was himself, and he played with the other chickens, and then they liked him in the end, and they all looked the same too. I miss you guys. I hope that you guys are staying healthy and having fun at home with mommies and daddies. Miss Shawna misses you guys so much, and I can't wait until we see each other again.